This is a good guy. And I was the only one who nominated him, or at least put his name in for nomination. So the press came to me. I was president of National Right to Life. Who is this Kennedy guy? I said, Kennedy, who's he? And they said, where does he stand on this issue? I said, I don't know, let's ask him. And so we kept that back and forth, and I was absolutely ignorant, absolutely stupid. So much so that the NARAL, National Abortion Rights Action League, never did condemn him. They didn't get any goods on him. And he went ahead to be confirmed. We've got our guy. Well, for his first 2 years, his decisions were strongly pro-life. And then, as the Supremes do, he had a summer vacation. He went to Europe, very common. But he went with a guy by the name of Larry Tribe. Larry Tribe is the ultimate pro-abortion professor and in charge of the legal department at Harvard. On the vacation, one might say the Tribe at least entered some doubts in his head, maybe turned him a bit. Kennedy came back from that vacation not sure about his pro-life position. And over the next number of years, his decisions on our issue were a little this way and a little that way and then a little back again, and we didn't know where he was. The pro-aborts thought he was on their side. We hoped he was on our side. And then something happened. It's called the Partial Birth Abortion Bill. The Partial Birth Abortion Bill went up for discussion, and then was passed, came to the Supreme Court, and it was judged constitutional. But what's important about that is that you should read that decision. Kennedy authored it. I could have written that decision. It was quite a departure from where Tony Kennedy had been. It was strongly pro-life. It literally begged for us to do something. And so now we are doing something. And we're sending a bill to the Supreme Court which will judge its constitutionality. And in my mind, I have no doubt, none at all, where Kennedy will be on this vote. Peggy, who just preceded me, and I have been close friends for many years. We've worked together. She is just as pro-life as I am. I deeply respect her somewhat doubts today, but I don't share them with her. This is a remarkable bill. You know, when we hear objections to outlawing abortion, we hear that we're not sure that this is life at the first cell stage. This bill doesn't bring that up. We're not sure if this is human life in the first week. This bill doesn't reach that. We're not sure if this is human life before the heart beats. This doesn't reach that. It only starts at a viable, obtainable heartbeat, to the utter total frustration of our pro-abortion friends. This is one they can't fight. Ask a public person anywhere on either side of this argument, if the heart is beating, is this being alive? And if you say no, they wonder what rock you crawled out from under. It just defies all logic. And in the public's mind, a heartbeat equates with human life. So here we now have an opportunity to protect human life. And I can assure you that if this bill passes, it will go to the Supreme Court. It will be rendered constitutional. This is our opportunity. Should we wait? No. Who knows the mortality of men and women on the Supreme Court? Who knows exactly the results of the next election? Who knows when there will be another vacancy? Who knows how many of these justices will be there, or how many new ones will be there in a few years, and where they will stand on the issue? We've got the opportunity now. There are no downsides to attempting this. Early on, we were told that if we attempt this and lose it, that they'll be able to sue us and bankrupt the right to life groups and so nonsense. Once it's passed by the state, it moves out of the hands of private citizens and of the right to life groups. And now the expense of this, in whichever direction, is the taxpayer. And we have it in our hands right now to move it through the Senate of the state of Ohio. And if we do, our governor will sign. Now, there's one other state that's in competition with us. It's Kansas. They're in the middle of passing a referendum now to do this exact same thing. And I hope we beat them to it. But there are also 7 more states waiting in the wings who want to pass this same legislation. And they're watching Ohio. So, Ohio, let's go for it.